I'll tell you one thing. One thing I did, I just thought of. I had all these kids in the neighborhood, and I had the Millers and the Webbers and some of the Smiths in my car. And one day we went up to Seminole. We went down Seminole to 4th Street and started back down. And I made the statement to these little monkeys. I said, boys, when I was your age, if you lived up here, you was in tall cotton. And they thought I was crazy, you know. Sure enough, when I told them, well, the big houses up there, that was the elite of Claremore, you know. And anyway, but they all thought I was nuts when I told them that.
But you know, my mom mentioned her parents, and they were really sweet people, and my grandmother, my grandfather was a great man and a gardener. She mentioned that, but my grandmother would can jelly for all of us, and so when I was in college or anytime I came back for the holidays when I lived in Oklahoma City, she would always have some plum jelly, homemade plum jelly for me, and so that was some of the good times. Mm-hmm. My dad's mom, though, she went into the nursing home after she turned 100, and Dad would literally go almost every night. Every night he was in town, but almost every night, and help feed her dinner. And because she couldn't really, her hands shook or whatever, I don't know. But you'd go see her almost every night, and one of the sweetest memories that I can remember was, I'm going to try to say this without crying, but when we went to the nursing home after she had passed away and watched those cooks and everybody that worked in that kitchen come out from behind that kitchen and give my dad a hug. But he would feed her dinner every night, and they would sing hymns in her room for what, 3 years, Dad? She was in
No,
that
not
nursing
all the
home?
time.
But
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit. And the people would come from other rooms and listen to him sing. And but she was a character, and she raised him in a time where women, and she worked full time, and that was in a time where really women didn't work. And Betty, she was tough. And she would tell the stories about being at Montgomery Ward's, and if you came in to buy a washer and dryer, the men would help you. She was a commissioned salesperson.
Right.
But if you came in to buy hand towels or something, they'd put my grandmother on them. So that she, it was just tough for her to survive, But she walked, to and from school, and Dad raised Dad pretty much by herself and had the influence of good teachers and good coaches. And